Jump.
Hey again guys, this is another Guild Wars 2 PvP build and guide with gameplay, and this time we're going through DP Thief. Our last build for Thief was a Dagger Thief build which specialized in backstab, but this one's all around DPS and survivability with stealth and healing, and this has a lot of evades and like a high skill cap. There's a lot of combos and things that you have to know to play this build. But yeah, I'll try and explain everything as best I can, and then I'll get into a game and show it off. So I'll start with the weapons and everything as always. So Shortbow and Dagger pistol, of course. You need Shortbow. You need Shortbow for every Thief build because of the mobility and utility that it has. And Dagger pistol is just the main weapon set for this build. Shadow shot, headshot, and the Heartseeker Black Powder combo is really strong. But anyway, since you'll be mainly in Dagger pistol, you'll switch out to Shortbow. We run Energy Sigil for the extra dodge when you switch back, and Air Sigil for the crits. You could change this out to Fire if you want, but I don't really see the point since you have enough AoE with the weapon. Then on Dagger pistol we run Blood Air. You could run Air Fire if you want, but I choose to go Blood because it's 1000 health. And it's a 5-second cooldown, and it heals you for 1000 as well. And this build has a lot of kind of life gaining ability. Then Pack Rune and Marauder Amulet. Marauder for the high health and damage. You run Pack Rune of course because of the Thief build, but if you're against Mesmers or enemy thieves, so Mesmers or thieves on the enemy team, since they'll have high burst, you might want to run Vampirism runes, because when you get below 20% you become mist form, and then as soon as you get out of mist you can withdraw Shadow Refuge. Just a lot of things to try and stay alive, but we're going to run Pack for now because that's the default one. But here the stats are quite high. High power, decent toughness, quite high for a thief to be honest. High health, high crit chance, high ferocity, which is actually surprising since we run Marauder. And yeah, so the stats are really high overall. Into the traits, Deadly Arts, Crit Strikes, Trickery for the main DP build. So Deadly Arts, of course. Serpent's Touch, so while you're down you inflict poison, and Stealing inflicts poison for 10 seconds. This is good if you see someone healing, you can just interrupt and poison them. Then Mug, of course, so you deal damage and gain life when stealing. 2000 health gain. This build has a lot of health gain abilities, so 2000 is great. And 1k damage, and it can't crit. Then when you apply poison to enemies you weaken them, so that's your initial poison and weakness. Then Panic Strike, you could run Reveal Training, but Panic Strike's more utility for the build, so 2.5 second immobilize. This gets you a free backstab or a free 2 Heartseekers off on a target. Then Exposed Weakness, so deal more damage if your target has a condition, and they always have a condition on them, so 10% permanent damage. Oh, okay there. Executioner is 20% damage when they're below 50%. None of the other traits are really worth taking here. You can use stolen items twice, but this isn't that great, since most of the items you steal are pretty rubbish. Onto Crit Strikes. This is your main source of damage that boosts everything really high, so increase crit chance while you're above the health threshold, so your initial damage will be at 65% crit chance instead of 60. or 85 I should say, from the Fury. And then increase crit damage while you're above the threshold as well, so just a little bit more damage from that trait there. Then gain Fury when you strike a health who's below the health threshold, so this is like your opening strike will always get them below 90%, so this is just a free 4 seconds of Fury. Then gain Ferocity based on precision, that's why our crit damage is so high for a Marauder amulet. Then gain increased crit chance when against foes who have health above the health threshold. So if someone's above 50%, you do 10% more crit damage to them, and if they're below 50%, you do 20% more normal damage to them, so it evens out. Then you're healed for a percentage of outgoing critical damage, so this is one of the main traits of the build. You could run Hidden Killer, but that just takes away the whole point of the survivability, or no quarter to be honest, but this trait got a bit of a nerf. You don't really need Perma Fury, you have high Fury uptime, the Ferocity is nice for the damage. You can switch this trait out depending on your playstyle, but Invigorating Precision is what I run. It has massive healing since you get high backstabs, high heart seekers and everything like that. Then onto Trickery, so Stealing gives you initiative, that's just a nice bonus, so you shouldn't open with this, you should try to use a skill then steal, just so this doesn't get wasted, Kleptomaniac. Thrill of the Crime, of course, one of the main ones, there's nothing really better here. So you gain these 3 boons to all 5 allies when you steal, and that's like 50% uptime. Then increases max initiative by 3, so this helps a lot. Without this, you have low initiative, like you wouldn't be able to survive with that. But back to Trickery. Okay, so then Bountiful Theft, boons are stolen when you steal, so 2 boons, this can steal stability. And if it's a boon like Might that stacks, you steal the whole stack from them, and it gains Vigor to you, so that's great. Increased damage per initiative, steal recharges faster, that's just a nice little bonus there. Then Stealing dazes the target, so this is mainly for an interrupt, and reduces the recharge of steal. So you don't really spam steal, but when you see someone casting a skill, you can steal their stability, or their Aegis, and daze them as well, so that's like, your steal's great. And so yeah, those are the traits, those are the weapons, builds, sigil, everything there. I'll get into some simple rotations and things like that. I'll walk down to a bot real quick. So I showed this off in the intro a bit as well, but basically you can auto pressure and shadow shot just whenever you can, just for the high damage. It hits about 3 to 4k and blinds your target. This is great when you see a big attack coming, or just as a gap closer, like you can hit someone from far away with it. And then just auto pressure here. And then if you're taking big hits, you either Shadow Refuge, or if you manage to get away with a blink, for example, you can black powder against a wall if you can't do it like me, but I'll explain how to do it later. So you can get 3 off usually, sometimes 4 if you can, but yep. That gains you quite a lot of stealth, enough time to run away. But if you stand still, look down, you don't have to look down, but like, use Shadow Shot, Heart Seeker, and then you turn around, and you can Heart Seeker again, and then Blinding Powder and Heart Seeker again. That will get you 12 seconds of stealth. I'll show that off here. Okay, there we go, so yep, 12 seconds of stealth there. That's basically a Shadow Refuge, but you don't have to wait in it, you can't get knocked out of it. But it doesn't give you the healing, however. So you can, when you down a target, preferably drop a black powder on them to get the safe stomp. Even black powder Heartseeker if it's a necro for the stealth. Whenever you're trying to gap close, just spam shadow shot or steal, or even use shadow step to your advantage. If you see someone casting a big spell or hit, like a big skill, just headshot. Headshot's a great interrupt. Then Heartseeker when someone's below 25 or even below 50 if you can, but I don't recommend spamming that. If you're to spam anything, it should be shadow shot. So like shadow shot, auto, shadow shot, I mean. And then you can black powder, Heartseeker, and then backstab the target. That's insane damage there. And then you can Heartseeker back into it, but yeah. So then on Shortbow, it's just range pressure here. Poison field on a downed. A range pressure with your 2 every now and then. Use your 5 for mobility. And then the utilities are Withdraw, Shadow Step, Shadow Refuge, Blinding Powder, and your Basilisk Venom, of course. So this is more for, you can switch this out if you need to, but blinding powder is really great for stealth blasting and a great disengage and blind and safe stomp, and these two are like the greatest. Withdraw is just good for an evade and high heal, but you have enough healing from the build anyway, so we don't need to run something like the Signet that heals you. Signet of Malice, I think it's called. And Venom's good for more interrupts, even though we have enough. You could run Dagger Storm if you need to, if you're versing a couple of ranges, longbow warriors, rifle warriors, things like that. But yeah, so that's the build, that was the guide part. I'm going to get on to some gameplay now. See you guys in a second. Q popped here, that was a bit of a wait, but oh well. I was just mucking around with some combos there. I'll show you guys once we actually get into the match. Or if someone doesn't accept here, as usual. I hate when this happens. There's always one guy. What? 4 people didn't accept? That's odd. Okay. Legacy of the foe fire is really good because this build is mainly for floating plus winning fights. It's not really the greatest in team fights because you have to just pick off solo targets. But the range pressure isn't too great, but it's good for floating and plus winning fights. We got Temple, it's not too bad. It's better than Kylo at least. On this map there's quite a few blink spots. I'll try and show off a few before the game starts, just for some of the newer thieves who don't know them. Okay, so one of the main ones for a great easy escape is when you're running away from mid, you just blink right up there. And it's an easy escape. You can also blink up here, I believe. Oh, maybe not, but just, yeah, straight up there is a great one. You can jump across here and do the same on this side from down here. You can go straight up this platform, like straight through a wall. You can blink up here. You can do it up here as well, I believe. Yep, so it's like this build barely has any of the collision box things. There's one on our spawn side as well to blink up really quickly, so when you start as a thief you can usually cap home a lot faster than the enemy. So you run up here and just blink up straight away and then blink on point. And there's, I think that's about it. You can blink straight up here as well, like the other side. Just straight through the wall. You can do that here as well from straight under. Like you can even target it here, just because it takes you straight up to the top. It's really good for like tricking targets if they don't know that stuff. Now let's go through the teams. They have triple Necro, Guardian, and a Warrior. We have a pretty balanced team comp with 2 Guardians. Hopefully one is Burning and one is Bunker. It's 5 Pugs versus 3 Pugs and 2 Party on our team. I'm gonna start mid here. You can also jump up here as well, in case you didn't know that. Wow, Minion Necro City up here. It's like they're all Minion Necros, so I can get a big range pressure up. Gonna get this target down, got a target down already. Once you get a target down, drop poison and continue to pressure them. That's what the build's about, just pressuring people and getting targets down one by one. Steel Heartseeker here, Shadow Shot there. I'm gonna get the Steel Fear off just for an interrupt there because I knew he was gonna cast something. And then a Stealth Stomp. And so we got 4 down already. I'm just gonna range pressure now since they're all trying to res or do some stupid shit like that. Oh shit, we have quite a few down as well. Luckily we got a rally there. I had to get away from Shadow Refuge, but I dropped it mainly for my team. Okay, looks like we got this for sure. I'm gonna head far, so with the blink that I just told you guys, helps you a lot to get there. And you can blink up again. They're gonna respawn and follow me in. I'm gonna do a stealth. Get a backstab off on him. That was a play there, and then the Steel interrupt here. He's gonna cast something. Actually, I got shat on there. Let's not lie. Oh shit, we've got to get some evades off there so he doesn't shit on me. I'm gonna go for an interrupt. Okay, our team came, that's great. I didn't expect that to happen. And then the steel Heartseeker combo. And yeah, you can just see that our invigorating precision trait just gets us health here and there, which keeps us up a lot longer than a normal thief. Oh shit, I'm gonna go down here from the minion pressure. Hopefully this Roman guy can get him down. I'm gonna start healing here. Okay, he's down. I'm out of range of his auto attack thing, so that's great, and I'm gonna cap. Sweet, so we're quite far ahead of the enemy team there. Looks like we're losing mid at the moment if this guy doesn't rally. Dailies, who cares? Oh shit, there's a guardian here. What's this guy? Bunker guard? Yep. I'm not gonna. There's no point fighting that. It's bullshit. They just have too much defensive capability. Also, you can withdraw forward if you turn your camera really quick. I'm gonna get this necro down here. I'll get some healing off while I do it. Yeah, so this thief kind of has lifesteal, so when you're low health, you just attack people and your life goes back up, like in other games, which is a really cool concept, I think. I really love invigorating precision. No other classes have something like that. Like health based off on your crit damage. The condition overload. Okay, I just got shut on there by conditions.
Stillness has appeared.
We're gonna lose this fight here. One of the necros is condition mancer, one of them is the power, and one of them is minion mancer. Like this guy here is power mancer, the target. Also, just a quick tip: buffs spawn at 11:30, 8:30, and 5:30, and 2:30, I think. It usually doesn't come down to that, but the main ones to look out for are 11:30 and 8:30 to maintain or get your lead. Our team missed the top buff, the first one at 11:30. I'm not sure if it's the best idea to come down here again, but I'm just going to pressure them from far away. I'm going to have to blink up here just to get away from that fire. And someone casted that signet on me. Looks like we're playing sides because they're like zerging mid. I'm gonna pressure this guy from up here. Nothing he can really do about that. I'm gonna try and get out of the wells there. I have to stealth here and pop my shadow refuge as well, because otherwise I'm dead. Okay, gonna backstab him here. You can get a backstab off from your what's it called? Your shadow shot if you time it properly. You're gonna get an interrupt here and try and finish this target. He rallied. Oh well. I have to get away from that. I'm gonna try and get him down. I don't know if I can. And he rallied again. He's still low, however. I'm also low, which is very bad. I have to get some lifesteal. We're playing. We don't have far, so we're gonna probably lose this. Our team keeps going in one by one and dying. Holy shit, I was low there. I didn't see that. Yeah, you can go around here and blink up if it's not safe enough to go through the normal way, because I'll see you easier. I'll just get a quick decap here. Looks like our whole team's converging in on mid. I might go head back in a second. This necro just goes down instantly. He was full health 1 second, 0 health the next. Their necros are a lot better than ours, but what can you do? Okay, buffs are in like 5 seconds, so that takes priority over what this stuff is. I'm gonna head bot really quick. Looks like no one else is, at least. Oh, someone followed me, shit. Okay, that's an ally. this bottom buff captures all the points, the top buff doubles your points per tick. This Necro was too slow, and now he's dead. How cute. He missed. I was obstructed. Okay, I'm gonna head back mid. Looks like we have another guy on our team who's dead. We got one of theirs down as well. Kills are really important on this map because of the buffs. I'm gonna head back far. They have a warrior. They got top buff though, so we're not even gaining a lead from that. Okay, I got the cap. But yeah, that mobility was just there, just insane. You just get around this whole map with Infiltrator's Arrow and Shadow Step. And so this Thief build is really great for mobility and decapping. I hate this Guardian. Okay, I got the cap at least. I got a mail. I'm gonna try and fear him off. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, gonna interrupt him there. I'm just gonna try and hold the point here until my team comes, like so. Oh shit, I got hit really hard by something. Our downed attacks deal more damage and do poison. So just pressure spam 1 while you're downed. And this guy shouldn't have gone down. While trying to res us, he should have stopped, but oh well. Looks like we have... Why did they leave home? Whatever. We have mid at least. I'm gonna go quickly get home. I'll show you the little mobility trick. So as soon as you start off, you can just quickly jump up here and like get past people and get to home faster. Okay, he evades mine, I evade his. Just evade warriors. Evade and pressure the warriors. Like that, just evade the Earthshaker there. So warriors are so easy to evade in this game. Attacks are so slow. And then just pressure them down like this. And this skill also gets you massive healing, so try and use it whenever you can. Wait till he gets to the no cooldown. And there. That was a well-timed one by me. So just there he popped Endure Pain, but I waited till he got off cooldown and shadow shotted that. We've almost won, but looks like we might not. There's a little fight going on up there. I targeted this guy to see his health, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to see it right now. Okay, I'm gonna head over there now. Let's get this guy over here. This is the bunker guy that I fought earlier. And there's a minion mancer coming in, and 2 minion mancers coming in. We're gonna cap mid, however. No, I need home, I need home, I need home. I've just gotta make sure they don't cap home, and then we win. Sorry about all that stuff coming up in the screen, if it is. Get a fear off here. Fear the Necro off the point, just to make sure they don't cap it, so we get the win. No. Try and not die here for the kill for them. And 498, 499, 500, sweet, we won by 1 kill. That was another really close game on Temple, like our other video there. But yeah, that's the DP Thief build guide and some gameplay. Showed off a few cool blinks, decaps, mobility, and the invigorating precision trait really nicely. And so thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe if you can. More videos like this will come soon, more guides. I'm gonna make one for Ranger and another one for Static Discharge Engineer. But anyway, see you guys next time.